everyone. Welcome. So nice to see you all again. Hello, Zer. Hello, Partly. Although partly a bit early, but that's normal. I get the strange feeling that I'm going to struggle with the voice again. Because Ophelia's voice is easy but also difficult. Has certain nuances to it which I cannot consistently hit. Which is a shame. Ethan, Evelyn, Yanis, Yanis. No, that's not right. Yanis. Kind of, but not quite. I am literally having a skill issue with doing the voice. You're bringing the horde. How absolutely crass. Bringing the horde to my inn. I am severely hoping. Hello, Volks. Crass these nuts. The fuck? Hello, Sean. Wait, you said you brought the horde. Did you mean in character, or did you mean in terms of chat? This sounds far more posh. Yes, when you think I couldn't get any posher when I do this. Yes, this is Ophelia Rahvenst. Well, her voice anyway. Indeed, this is a British moment. Much to your distress, I'm sure. You guys can hear and see everything perfectly well, correct?
I imagine you are okay with running the bar today.
I thought I almost broke the door. That would have been quite disastrous. Brits are strange, yes. We are indeed strange. We are a strange being. Unfortunately, I can hear the British. Oh dear. I am a very good friend of yours, Sir Knox. Even if you are Irish. Let's bygones be bygones, as the humans say. Oh, happy to be here. You wish to parley? I can't do. Even though I come from Bristol, I was brought up in Bristol. I cannot do the R's of the pirates. I would sound nothing like my Bristolian heritage. We'll go with red today, and see how that goes. You best stop believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. Hello? Is someone there?
It's me. I
Hmm.
believe, Lady Evelyn wishes to speak to you at some point. I'm letting you know.
She does she? Do you happen to know what it's about?
Uncertain.
Hmm. My. And where is she right now?
Uncertain. Last I saw her, she was going out the front door.
Hmm. I see. I imagine she will not be leaving anytime soon. But I will go speak to her momentarily. But first, pleasantries. Hmm. How are you today, Giannis?
Fine.
Hmm.
I'm been informed I should probably change out of my, armor. Because, I look like I'm one step away from murdering everyone inside this inn.
I mean, that is something you're good at, especially considering your unique talents. Speaking of, it seems your arm is causing you problems again. You are crumpling over in pain.
Oh, you don't know what happened. Oh my god, okay, I'm gonna go change. I think I should go change and fix that immediately.
Yes. Oh, there she is. Evelyn, good evening.
Good evening.
I heard you're seeking an audience with me.
Yes, something we need to discuss. Actually, something I think all of the members of the Vixen need to discuss. But with you first, of course.
Do you wish
When
to
you
be
have a
in...
moment.
I have just woken up, dear. I have plenty of time. And we are still setting up.
Perhaps stretch your legs first.
Hmm.
And I will grab you at some point when we are a bit through the night.
Not planning to make a spectacle amongst the public masses, Evelyn?
Do I look like the type?
Is that a joke?
Don't answer that. It might have been a little bit. Imagine my room is clean, thank you.
Yes.
Hello, Violet,
Ophelia,
dear.
would you like your room cleaned?
Yes, please, dear. That'd be wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
How are you this evening?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very fine. I trust you have been keeping well. No problems of sorts.
No.
Wonderful. I'll be downstairs if you need me.
take it slow today. And if you need anything, just...
Thank you.
Do you happen to know if Leon and Nina are in today?
They... are... Maybe? Which one is Nina? Is that the new temp staff?
No. That is Samantha.
That's
This is the
Sarah.
white-haired one.
I'm terrible at names, oh my goodness. The which one?
The one with white hair. That is Samantha. The one that came from a village. Can't remember which one that was, but she had good relations with humans. Nina is the one that can shapeshift into various beasts.
Ah, our cooks. Should have just said our cooks. I believe Leon will be here later today,
Hmm,
and Nina is not here now.
I see. I'll have to ask her some other time then. But considering that Beatrix is here,
Did you need something?
well, I wanted to know how the quest went.
Ah, yes. I would ask Beatrix.
Oh,
I'd be a
I
little
plan
slow
to.
with her.
Hmm.
The Lord Protector decided to beat her for whatever reason.
My. What has happened for our relationship with the Blackstone City to decline so?
Well, considering the Lord Protector hates all of us for what we are and thinks we're just a bunch of whores, and I don't mean that in
Thank you very much for the 10 months, NS. Appreciate
the
it.
good
Thank you for supporting the
sense.
channel.
He's not very fond of our kind.
True, he isn't. He has quite the disdain. However, if you do not provoke him, I imagine he is quite amicable. The question is, did you do anything to antagonize him?
No, ma'am. Just Beatrix was in a cell at the time.
You did make a deal with
It was
Lord Raymond, after all, and then made a deal with the Lord Protector. I'm sure there are some complications that ensued with miscommunication and crossing of deals.
perhaps.
Hmm.
That's not really of my concern. Whatever squabbles they have amongst each other is their business. Oh, speaking of which, King Raymond's brother is coming this evening. Older fellow, more mature, so I hear.
His brother, you said? He has quite an
Yes.
expansive family. It's hard to keep track of all his siblings.
A full blood, like yourself. I believe Jack can fill you in with his name and other things.
I see. Well, thank you for telling me the news. I understand that you do not have much investment in this building, Evelyn, but if you wish to have your little army for defeating the lords, is it within your interest to find powerful allies and to keep your bonds with them friendly, cordial?
If it was down to just the Lord Protector's word, we wouldn't have any allies with the Blackstone people at this time. He wants nothing to do with us.
I mean, he is Lord Raymond's
I believe
guard.
King Raymond is going to take it upon himself to speak to the Lycan Council here in Gale. considering I do not own the land.
Do you happen to know the contents of his meeting with the council?
I don't. But if you wish to be present with the Lycan Council at the time, I imagine you can go as a third party.
I imagine I should probably
Have Jack
go.
inform you. Have Jack inform you when King Raymond intends to speak with the Lycan Council.
I assumed that he would normally tell me these things. And of course our relationship has changed.
Perhaps.
No doubt you're doing.
Actually, I just believe me and Jack have the same intentions. I believe Jack has grown quite fond of Blackstone. So our interests align.
I see.
For now.
There's that magical word. For now. Considering we are beings of long lifespans, for now is such a blinking... Wow. Our lifespans.
You can say that again. I would speak to Beatrix. She does have quite the news.
If only I had an object on Beatrix, so I can track her down with Locate's object. Sadly, she is not one to keep wearing her belongings.
Lady Ophelia?
Good evening, Jack. I trust you had a good rest and a safe travel.
Rest is something I find very little of anymore. Travels are safe as I can make them.
Apparently, Lord Evelyn said that I should contact you, discuss about you informing me whenever Lord Raymond comes and visits the council, the Lycan Council.
Yes, he has expressed his pertinence to speak with the council and discuss things with them. I have to find them first, though.
Yes, they do tend to like to wander. A lot.
Yeah,
But do keep me informed.
but indeed.
I wish to oversee
Hopefully
the
with a few
meeting.
drinks and some... You wish to be a part of it?
Of course.
That's good. Do you have time to talk now, or are you see?
I have free time. We are not open yet. Although I imagine it is... Oh, wait, no. We are actually open.
Indeed.
Time sure flies.
But... Yes. I have become advisor to Lord Ray.
Wonderful.
Indeed. I have also joined the Blackstone Navy as a side occupation to prove our good intentions. Is not going to interfere. Trust me. I have merely been looking over moored ships for the past few days.
I see.
And I have made good impression with the Commodore. So, if I ever get promoted to captain, it would open up a new avenue of trade and contraband for us.
Exotic goods.
Perhaps. A lot of things fall off a ship, or mysteriously appear on a ship that weren't on their ledgers.
Very true.
There is more to discuss, but perhaps later.
I'm always available, dear. Although I do wish to have words with Beatrix here, in regards to last Saturday's quest.
I see. Very well. I must keep alert for a guest, which is arriving soon. I hope.
So, what are you willing to talk about?
Well, everything. Like here?
Up into my office. We will have a discussion there. Evelyn has requested that I be a bit gentle on you. I am not too sure what she means by that, but I will not press for information that you do not wish to divulge. We will run solely based upon trust. But for both yours and Evelyn's benefit, it would be wise to tell me as much as you can. I cannot utilize information to our benefit if I don't know about it.
I'm always short.
I forget. It's actually very crazy. I don't know how I'd forget, but I forget.
Are you bullying her?
No, I would never.
Please, sit if you wish. Make yourself comfortable. If Nina and Leon was here, I would have also requested their perspectives as well. But sadly they are not. I believe they are a bit preoccupied or perhaps recovering, which is understandable. So, did you see anything unusual?
Everything was unusual. When we arrived, the people were saying some kind of like coughing. It reminded me of Ote.
I see. And is that
We
concerning
walked
to
through
you?
the city. No, humans get sick. Sometimes it's a plague. In that case, it was different. Something more magical.
So like a magical illness. Interesting. And do you think the Templar are the ones who did this? The House of Soul?
Well, I'm not sure.
You are unsure.
We found some kind of monoliths in the city. Stone structures sending out an energy that tried to drive us to them. Something you can describe as Have you ever been reading a book of a man named Lovecraft?
Yes, I've sometimes heard scriptures of such things. Old gods and eldritch beings. They are based somewhat on reality, from my understanding. But you say you feel that's kind of pull. Most
We are.
intriguing.
The villagers told us the House of Saul set them up themselves. But then they came later on to destroy them. Maybe it was a test and they did a mistake.
Or perhaps removing evidence. Did these monoliths have anything notable about them? Symbols, inscriptions, shapes?
The only thing I can remember is that they had the House of Saul symbol on them. Well, not we, it was... I forgot his name. Forgive me.
You're about Leon. Yes, Leon.
He released the sigil.
I see. And was he burnt by holy magics?
Later on, yes, but not in this moment.
Normally, if you tamper with such a sigil of the House of Soul, you're burnt. But he wasn't. Most interesting. Are you positive that it is the House of Soul sigil that was on the monolith? Was it inscribed upon it afterwards? Or was it... Did it look like it belonged on it?
I think it was put on there after the monolith was set up. I think. I don't know
I see.
much about this stuff.
I'll have to ask Nina and Leon then. One person's account of it when they have difficulty recollecting such things is not solid information.
When I touched it, I had a vision.
I see.
About rotten lands, dead bodies. I saw my own body rot and fall apart.
Was this by decay, or as if you're being burnt away?
like decay.
Interesting. Did you happen to bring back a shard of the monolith? That is a shame. Did you encounter any House of Soul? Do you happen to know their purpose for being there?
To correct their mistake,
To correct a mistake.
try to destroy the monoliths.
A mistake.
Maybe.
What kind of mistake would they make, though? That's the question. If you said that this monolith is eldritch in nature, it goes against what the House of Soul does. Yet, with correcting a mistake implies they are the ones who, well, instigated these monoliths being made and erected.
I didn't say it was eldritch in nature.
You said it felt that way, though. Did you not?
It was just to make a comparison.
I see.
I don't know what it is, but it is dangerous.
Did the monolith exude a holy magic? Did it feel holy in nature? It didn't.
No, not at all.
Perhaps it was a corrupted monolith. Its purposes perverted in a way.
It very much felt corrupted.
How did the villagers behave?
Well, except for dying on the streets because of some strange sickness. Oh, they were praying to these things.
I see. Do any of them have books? If they are praying, they often have Bibles and the like. None.
No.
This was done in the name of the undead mother. Did she communicate with you?
Not at all.
She didn't. So what was the task given to you when you went there?
Well, to inspect the place. At least that was the message we got.
Inspect the place. Very rudimentary. Any details you wish to add?
I think that's everything. I don't know if it was the mother's will that we destroy those things.
Wait, you destroyed them? The mother works in weird ways. She says investigate. I think destroying them would have been a wise decision. But at the same time, due to lack of information, we might have actually destroyed the monoliths that she wanted to build. This is hard to say. And I'm curious what her intentions were.
I don't remember if we destroyed them or just destroyed the sigil. The house. Well, then they said, one of the villagers said, the House of Soul built them.
But they are corrupted, which means they are as a third party. The undead mother, the House of Soul, and then this corrupted energy. That complicates things. Did you happen to smell or see any lichens about, perhaps? None.
Besides dying human, I saw nothing.
I'm so tired. This is quite the problem. We lack information. Do you think you were successful in your quest?
Well, whatever we destroyed might have been able to kill every single one of the humans there, and when my vision was correct, it would also have happened to kill us. Oh, yes.
Did the human's condition improve after you destroyed the said monoliths?
We left after we did. We had a long fight with the House of Soul. We even killed one of the...
A commendable job,
beasts.
dear. Congratulations to the three of you. Those wardens are not easy to dispatch. You're quite a formidable foe.
Don't hurt yourself. Just relax and remember not to go up those stairs.
I tried to get in his mind, but time was playing against us.
Yes, it does seem that mid-combat, well, certain things you're good at suffer. Do not feel too bad about it, dear. It happens. Amongst the chaos, there's lots of confusion. If that is all you wish to tell me, dear, we will adjourn this meeting. But if you remember anything of import, then please come to me. Oh, one more question. How did you feel working with Leon and Nina? Did you bond well?
Maybe.
I suppose it is still early days. It might take you a little bit longer to acclimatize. Enter. Evelyn,
Leon is awake.
could
Or
you...
has arrived, I should say.
Wonderful. Could you bring him up, please? Then another question that's not related to, well, Saturday's event. Do you feel comfortable here, Beatrix?
I do.
Wonderful. Is something on your mind? You seem to be quite whimsical today.
I had a long night in a prison cell. And an angry undead.
Yes, Evelyn did mention that. How did that come about? If it is too sensitive or personal, dear, you do not have to tell me. I am merely inquiring because, well, if someone who is part of my household is in distress, I would like to provide whatever assistance I can. My voice is going.
No, it's He's drawn a little castle on the table with your name.
I know you like to draw, dear. We do have some paper and a quill downstairs. But try to avoid damaging the furniture.
I saw this castle.
You saw this castle at Blackstone?
No.
On Saturday?
When I was looking for the golem.
The golem?
Lady Ophelia.
Leon?
The golden one.
The golden one. Like the Empire.
No. You asked me to look into the parts of the holy
Oh, I see.
structure.
Please, sit down, Leon.
Quite interesting.
I see. I'm afraid we don't have any records of a castle, so that might be something new. Do you happen to have details of its location?
Maybe. I saw mountains.
Mountains. very unusual place to put a castle, especially for humans. Any notable features about this castle?
No,
Hmm.
I don't know.
That's perfectly fine, dear. Do you think you could draw that castle, but on a piece of parchment and with a quill? So we can keep documents of it.
I can try.
Thank you, dear. Leon, I assume you know why you've come up to here to speak with me.
I can assume, Lady Ophelia. It is about the mission in town.
It is indeed about your quest on Saturday. How did it go?
Few bumpy roads.
Hmm.
The House of Soul, they were doing something in town. Destroying monoliths that seemed to be draining the town of its life energies.
Hmm.
It emitted this sort of purple mist, and it controlled the town. Unfortunately, it can also control us.
Hmm.
Pure-blooded vampires, madam.
So it being...
Not as much as the humans.
I see. So it belonging to the undead mother is off the table. And that's because she's a bit more sinister than I had imagined. Which is doubtful. There might very well truly be
Yes,
a
Lord.
third party involved on this island. Especially one using dark magics, by the sounds of it. Did this magic feel eldritch in nature?
No clue.
Hmm.
It does feel sinister though, like it controls your being, your self.
Hmm.
It takes away your autonomy, and it only wants to take.
I had heard from Beatrix that the monolith had the House of Soul sigil engraved onto it, but she believes that's a after cause. Did you happen to see any inscriptions on it that did not belong to the House of Soul?
Yes, madam.
Hmm.
There were inscriptions, but the House of Soul popped. Basically, it was engraved into the monolith sometime after the scriptures in the monolith, I would assume, yes.
Defacing such a
Since
thing.
the insignia for the House of Soul gave out a different energy than the monolith. That, and they were trying to destroy it.
I see.
My first assumption was that the undead mother was claiming her energies back from the people. But then the monolith started draining us. I felt disgusted, and so do the rest. So I don't think it's from the undead mother. At least that's my assumption.
Do you happen to remember any of the sigils? Or perhaps get etchings
Only that
from
of the
them?
House of Soul.
I would need to tell everyone in the future if they were to come across such monoliths that I want etchings of the symbols on those monoliths. Perhaps it is a language I can understand or do research about.
My assumption is that yes, we are dealing with something more than the undead mother. And that maybe in other towns there might be more of them.
Perhaps. Beatrix said you had destroyed some of these monoliths.
Yes, I had to pour all of my magics and passed out momentarily after that.
Were there any shards left over?
No, nothing. It faded just as quickly as it came.
A shame. Would it be useful for research and learning about this third party?
Would you please excuse me, Lady Ophelia? I need a bit of sustenance in me.
You're excused.
I shall be back.
Whoops. A lot of lacking information. Perhaps a communion with the undead mother is in order. If I can get hold of her.
Yes. I will be going outside. Hello, pretty.
Thank you.
No one takes out the camera. That's not allowed.
You're doing yoga.
M doesn't know. If it's a hot thing and you want to be cool, they typically turn off the hot thing to be cool, I guess. Oh,
No,
you
they
wear
take clothes off.
sunglasses.
Take your clothes off.
Don't do that. That's legal.
You're in a brothel.
This
That's
is a
very legal,
brothel. It's legal.
Em keeps
To be
forgetting where
fair.
they are.
It is very dangerous.
Exactly. I mean, there are some
In a place to
instances
stay.
where they, yeah.
Yeah, there are actually some instances where people would ask, but it's like, it's kind of rare. It's advisory.
And he's the only one that's not familiar.
Em's gonna state this. Em will not take out
Gotcha.
clothes for payment.
That is not how we accept payment. No, that is what I'm going to.
What did you
Destroy.
just say?
I'm throwing myself off a building.
I said Em will not take out clothes for payment. That's what I said.
That's not how you.
I like her.
That's not
Something
how.
else.
That's not. That's not.
I'm just making sure that's stated.
I'm going to the roof.
Okay,
You do?
please don't jump.
We'll
Bend your
survive.
knees. You don't want to lose your knees.
Okay.
And bend your knees. Ow, my knees. Okay, I'm fine.
Anyway, welcome to.
Do any of
To
you
fix
need
it
something?
when chaos happens.
Kazuki, I am checking the barrels of blood to check how much we have in stock.
No drinking.
Is
I already
this
have a headache.
food for specifically the coven or for service?
Both.
No, I'll be back.
Okay, in total, I would say if we continue eating the way that we're eating, like we don't
I'll be
ration,
back, Janice.
probably about 2 months left.
Okay. And is that including for customers?
That is
yes.
including customers as well, yeah.
Hmm.
If we ration, we could probably extend it to about 3 months.
Okay.
Remember?
Well, no more indulging for me then, I assume.
Make sure you have it right with
I'm probably gonna go up to the shrine now to try and make a communion with the undead mother, and then afterwards I'll probably do the
I'm not gonna ask.
ritual for the thing downstairs.
Been prepared for prison for a long time.
I see, I see.
Yes, I went to prison. And no, I did nothing wrong.
Is there a specific order you want me to do it?
Okay.
No, I can already tell you though. If you do the
Oh, I
RP
believe
for
you,
it,
but
the
sure,
undead
thank you
mother
for
will
your
not
info.
answer.
Well,
Okay.
I kicked the guard captain in the balls.
And the stone will feel almost
Okay.
I like
powerless.
it.
And anything you provide or give, there will be no
Alright,
magic
that's it.
pulse, no anything. The stone will feel frozen to the touch.
Okay.
But then Lord Billy came into the cell while I was laying down, sunning myself in the darkness. I forgot what happened.
We are severely lacking blood. We have about 2 months left in total.
That's
3
not good to
months
hear.
if we ration it.
Thankfully, we don't always serve vampires.
Very true. But there are members of staff or people of the Evelyn's
Oh.
coven but require blood.
Yes. Let's look into it.
No, I don't.
Oh, I could look into it. I'm sure there might be a village or two that I saved. That might be willing to part with some blood.
You work it out.
I have recently gone to a village and sown some seeds
Olaf,
that we are looking forward to opening a haven for humans.
have you advertised?
As long as they pay a blood tax, of course. Thank you very much for the follow, Ties
Yeah,
Tiaozu.
that might work out.
Ties, no.
But I might get attention from the blooded.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Why are there not more?
For the time being, if anyone asks about Lord Sebastian, say that he is injured and that I am tending to his needs.
Understood.
He became injured while attacking, well, while fighting the House of
I
Soul.
want to make money.
You don't want to interrupt him, right?
Yes.
Oh, I came back inside because I'm scared.
You don't want to pay us money, right?
No.
But yeah, thank you very much for the follow. So I didn't respond to
I don't.
soon. I was a bit busy with roleplay.
I'm actually
Try harder. Just have the faces.
Yes, I will.
What the fuck is happening over there?
I don't know.
Okay, I figured as much.
I think he's getting punked into advertising for you.
Oh, that's good.
Well, it's his job. He becomes provisions for it. Give me a job. That you all in
But I don't want to see anybody hurt. I'm tired of seeing people get hurt.
I just want to see you happy.
Young love. Oh, wouldn't I give something to be 150 years again? Ah, the centuries have not been kind. It's a wonderful night. No rain. And of yet no House of Soul. Perhaps I should invest time into researching teleportation magic. As much as I like the scenery here, it does get quite tedious, having to walk up here every time. It feels like this pathway's become a bit more untamed. What if Oriana's doing her work here? Making sure that the pathways are clear. Or perhaps I don't really tread this path often enough.
I'm home! Did you miss me?
Huh.
How is my wonderful lady this evening? Well,
Gigi.
I hope?
I'm doing perfectly well. It's been quite some time.
I'm sorry, you know how the winds are. Hard to fly in all this cloud.
Perhaps no damsel in distresses that you had to assist.
To think I would get so easily distracted? You know me so well. News travels fast, milady. I got a new logo and everything.
When you say news travels fast, is that amongst the blooded as well?
Ah, these ears hear almost everything. No, but do not worry. The blooded does not know of our change in leadership. Not yet, anyway. I do have letters from them, though. I couldn't help but peek. It is concerning.
I see. I'm assuming they are dire to know about Lord Sebastian's whereabouts and his status.
Yes, they are quite curious of why you've not been receiving their letters and returning them.
Interceptions
I
from
guess that can't be
the
helped
House
by
of
me.
Soul.
I did think this.
Well, let's hope that the blooded also think that as well. It will certainly make things easier
think
for
we have
us.
time.
How much?
If I was to guess, before they start bringing their own people down here, God, maybe a couple weeks. It has been some time since Sebastian's death.
It has been. I've been trying to spread rumours that he is just injured due to recent ongoings with the House of Soul, and that I'm tending to his wounds.
I see. Smart as ever, milady.
You need to be the head of the game.
Of course. And I would expect nothing less from you. So, has my family missed me? Have they spoke of my praises since I have been gone?
I think since Lord Sebastian's passing, things have been a bit hectic and busy. Lord Evelyn is quite how should I put this?
A handful? Annoyance?
Different.
Like a bickering old witch?
Hmm.
Wow.
I see.
She is proving to be quite difficult and crude. She does not understand how we function. She is a half-blood after all, and, well, lacks the etiquette.
Oh. A half-blood, you say?
Yes, a half-blood.
How vile.
Yes, quite. It was not pleasurable being underneath her in terms of, well, lordship status. Sadly, you know how our codes are. We have to keep to them.
You know, rules can be rewritten. Speaking of rewriting things, I have a letter for you, which I totally did not pull out, which I meant to pull out. That was the wrong thing. Here you go.
Thank you, Gigi.
For your eyes only, of course.
Not even a
And
peek
mine,
from you.
because I do peek.
I was going to say.
Every time. As you look at the letter, you're going to notice that it is a request for a response from the Blooded, and that you do have about a week or two until they start bringing emissaries and members of the Blooded down here themselves to make sure that everything is as tip-top as it can be. It is signed by the Blooded, sigil, and all.
That does not bode well.
So what's your plan? We throwing her under the bus? Giving her to the dogs?
If only it was so easy. She has an acquaintance with the Hound.
Oh. Ooh. What's with that? Why be a vampire but, like, call yourself a hound? Huh?
I mean, Nina and you both shapeshift into other creatures. It's just titles,
Yeah,
after all.
When I hear the word hound, I think of a lichen. The hound.
True, but aren't hounds good at hunting?
True.
But yes, she has made acquaintances with the Hound. Victor Heinrich. And that is quite a powerful ally. One which I did not wish to trifle with.
All right. It's your house, my lady.
But at the same time, the Blooded are also quite numerous. Unless we were to enlist the Hound's aid. But I'd rather not be indebted to him. I would need to think about this a bit more. Having an actual deadline to when they plan to visit makes things a bit more urgent. If only we had someone else good with illusion magic, or was able to impersonate as Lord Sebastian, would make our job so much easier.
True. My shapeshifting and morphing is not as good as it used to be. I hope you're not alluding to me doing that.
Only if you are capable. I have no doubt in your abilities
I'm
that you
here
could do
to-
that, but they have quite the keen eye.
I mean, I can give it goddamn go, I guess.
Hmm.
It's more so for pleasuring the guests, but
Yeah, some people did like Lord Sebastian in that regard, didn't they? Hmm. The issue is that they have checks, I'd imagine. I do not know what kind of things they do to make sure that, well, Lord Sebastian is who he says he is. Rituals and customs and the like. I mean, there's a way he's writ his letters and also tied them in a specific way that had to be dealt with.
alright. Here's my grandiose plan. You got some old documents, any books that he may have wrote, any letters that he still has that haven't been opened. If you can find anything about the old geezer and give them to me, I'll do my best to morph and prepare, if needed, of course.
That depends entirely on whether or not Evelyn has burnt the books. Myself and Ethan have been documenting and making copies of said books, but I don't think it's good enough in terms of what your skills do. You need the original after all, not some copy.
You doubt me?
No.
I am hurt. To my core.
But that just means you need to exceed my expectations then, Gigi.
And thus I will. Give me a week.
A week?
That's all I need.
You shall have your week.
Perfect.
If you need to know where they are,
And thus I shall impress.
I know you will not disappoint. You're quite the talented individual, Gigi. Even with your quirkiness.
Don't. You flatter me. I think I may go give a little visit to our family. I'm sure they have a ton of letters for me to ship away to their families and whatnot, so...
Yes.
I haven't been here for some time.
Do make yourself at home. We have missed you so dearly.
Of course. Thank you. Do you have any letters that you need me to pass along?
Perhaps not letters, but maybe bits of information that I want spread amongst humans, if possible.
I see, I see.
Our supply of blood is low. We have about 2 months, free if we ration. The House of Soul is interfering with our supplies. Yes, I know. I don't really want to imagine rationing, but...
That's not a word that you should... Shh. They might hear you. God, we'll have a riot on our hands.
What you say to us we do? Starve?
Whatever you think is best, milady.
I will try to avoid rationing as much as possible. Which is why I'm trying to set up this farm of sorts. If we keep killing humans, then we, well, force them into the House of Soul's hands. It means they're more protected. But if we provide them safe haven, especially those who are considered heretics, and, well, ask for a blood tax, we can at least keep our stores. Goes a little bit longer. I know Lord Sebastian was very much against it. He...
Having to work with humans, yeah, that's a little, And here I thought you were wanting to grow vegetables.
If only it was that easy. And if we could eat vegetables and sustain ourselves with that. But we can't. So,
well,
yes.
I will leave you to your thoughts.
Thank you, dear. I'll write up a letter for you to send out and make copies. And distribute it as rumours or bits of information amongst the humans. Try to avoid the House of Soul. We do not want her attention. Make sure it ends up in the hands of those who are, well, in bad standing with the House of Soul, looking for a place of solace.
I see. Then I will do my very best. You just let me know when you have the letter, and I will be sure to be on my very way.
Thank you, dear. Something is amiss. Her presence is weak, lacking. More must be done.
Assuming the conversation was meant to be private.
No, it is just Gigi. The courier. He has not been here for quite some time, I know. But he comes bringing ill news.
That is good to hear.
The Blooded, they have been trying to send letters to us. They are alarmed by our lack of response. And they are sending an emissary to check up on our well-being.
Have you not gotten any of these letters?
I have only
Sent it by
just-
sendings down.
I have only just recently got these letters due to Gigi only arriving here today. He's been held up.
Unfortunate timing then.
Yes, indeed. Apparently we have a week or two, and that's going to cause complications. I have not really thought much of a plan. I have instructed Gigi to use the old documents from, well, Lord Sebastian's stores. Hopefully, with enough information and, well, enough of his belongings, Gigi can make a convincing illusion or shapeshift into Lord Sebastian.
That would be useful.
It would be. However, I imagine that they have quite a few checks. Magical wards, magical sigils, perhaps even certain kinds of jewelry. I'm not too sure how do you do their checks.
In the case that the Blooded make it their move, what do you expect of me to do?
It is hard to say. If we hold it for too long, we risk exposing ourselves. If we act too soon, we incite all-out war with the Blooded, and we do not have the means or resources to fight such a war. We have 2 months of blood, after all.
So, yes. A three-way war, and we're caught in the middle of it.
Yes. Not to mention there's also apparently a third party. The 3 I sent on a quest. The 3 that I set on the quest for Saturday. They returned giving me information that there are monoliths which do not relate the House of Soul, nor belonging to the Undead Mother. As you can imagine, this was causing complications. The threat of a third party, when we're already in a war with the House of Soul, were being colossal problems. And what is that, dear?
Apparently, according to Violet, I'm beaming with a strange aura. And I felt a tingle in my arm. So, that might be something to look out for.
I see.
Secondly, if you wish, should we come to blows with the Blooded, I can certainly use myself as a beacon. Throw me deep into Blooded territory. And bring the House of Soul running.
That is a interesting idea. We're going to fight directly to the Blooded and move them away from us. However, you are quite the powerful individual. You have a lot of worth to me, Yanis. And I do not wish to throw a life away.
By all means. It's just a suggestion. If you wish, I could probably also slaughter as many Blooded as I can. Cut a path through. Or at least enough to make them rethink about messing with us. Keep them at bay while we deal with the House of Soul on our doorstep.
I actually might have an idea. But it's very risky and might not work. This idea I have, it requires you to dispatch of the Blooded very swiftly. And we frame the House of Soul as the ones who had dispatched them. This will buy us a little bit more time, but it has numerous risks. If there is a scouting party, keeping an eye on those who come to us. We need to make sure that there are no stragglers, no onlookers or bystanders. Which makes it very difficult, because we do not know how wide we have to cast our net.
That's true.
I will need to think of it some more.
Well, I do have my old gear. So, well, I'm wearing it right now, but the helmet.
You'll probably need to go away for a few days then, as a lone soldier patrolling the road, and intercept them. If you were to appear out of nowhere and intercept them immediately, then it brings into question how they knew about it beforehand.
True. It is up to you. Whatever you deem fit, I will do it. My life is yours.
And I value your life a lot, and I will safeguard it as much as possible. You are important and precious to me, Yanis. Not just as a weapon, but as a member of my family.
By all means. Do what you will.
It seems the step there is a bit too steep. Taking...
Like that's normally not an issue. Huh. Interesting.
Well, it's an issue for me because I'm wearing high heels. Trying to take such wide steps is difficult.
You do love your heels and dressing very nicely.
Of course. A lady has to look the part.
I sworn myself to a rather fanciful lady, don't I?
Would you rather have swore yourself to a homeless person?
Please. As if they had the elegance to approach you with such an offer all those years ago. Not very many can emulate what it's like to be knighted. It had been a long while by the time you had approached me.
I see. Imagine the honor being knighted was quite the joyous occasion. It's a shame that it is with the House of Soul.
And to do it again to someone I would swear total loyalty to was a wonderful experience.
I'm glad I could have made it enjoyable. I do hope that I am living up to your expectations, Yanis. That I'm not failing you.
You've always had as well.
Good. I plan to keep it that way.
Stray cat.
I'm done.
Why are you covered in blood, dear?
I ran out.
You ran out of ink and decided to use your own blood. Did no one have any in store? I'm pretty sure we have some in stock.
She probably wasn't aware. I'll check on what's happening inside. You can handle Stray Cat, I guess.
Thank you, dear.
You see. You need a roll for that.
A roll?
You see a picture
Chaps, can I get a
of
D20?
just blood. I know. For you, it's just scribble.
Wait, do I even need a roll for this if it's just a red piece of parchment?
But I need to talk to Cass first. He doesn't have time.
Wait, I was going to do a roll. Or did you want... Did you want them to do a roll instead of me?
It's an intelligent.
Boss lady, what would we have me do? Considering I am back for a couple days, and do you by chance have any letters you need me to deliver?
12. I'm not too sure what that means for you.
When you blink, you can see it's one of that pictures where you blink fast enough, you can see that it is actually a picture of a castle. And it is pretty good.
But fine, I will write my own and send them to myself.
Most intriguing.
Well, hello. Who are you?
Hello, my name is Dimitri.
Ooh, that is a fancy name. And one I have not heard before. Are you new here?
I am. I arrived with the
It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Gigi.
Gathering my thoughts.
Okay. Then you that I guess. Oh, pretty. You have to wait.
Thank you, dear.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
Hello,
still in the
Mother.
way.
You're fine. Sorry, did you want to say something to me?
oh, I just wanted to say hi.
Tanzia, dear. Nice to see you again. I trust you
Nice to see
rested
you.
well and travelled. Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Killed 3 people with a grenade, and then you throw it.
I hope I'm not keeping you.
No, not at all. Have things been busy while I've been away?
Wait,
Some semi yes and no.
Cool. That was very weird.
Lady Ophelia,
it's a less
Jack.
awkward place
Jack
to be.
told me.
Yes, I get to laugh.
do you have time to talk?
If you'd just let me
Did you
put
say
this in
something? I'm
my
sorry.
office first, and I'll come seek you out.
No.
Be sure to stay in one location so I can find you again.
Okay.
Let's be here.
Wait, Jack. This is a private conversation.
Yes.
Then follow me.
I heard a rattlesnake. Where is it? Oh, sorry. I gotta get out of the way.
Dear Alexander probably will not be hearing. Seems
Alexander. And whom
Alexander Blackstone,
I see.
brother of Raymond Blackstone.
You did say we were going to be having a guest. Is that who you're on about?
Why is everything so
Yes,
dull around
earlier today he was saying he would come to the Vixen. I assumed he meant today because he was asking someone if they'd like
This
to
place
accompany
feels like an old
today.
lady's home. What happened?
I guessing he's not, or he fell asleep.
I see. You can wait outside, dear. I'm just going to put this away. Follow me, Jack. Do you wish to sit? You can if you want.
No, what I'm gonna say is probably gonna have me pacing up.
I see. So,
You told me. Oh, you told me to try and garner relations with Bill Burke or Lord Burke, the Lord Protector Blackstone. As you've no doubt heard and probably seen, has not fared out so well. He adamantly hates our kind and wishes nothing to do with us. He would exterminate us from Blackstone were he given the chance.
is that including his
However,
lord? Considering his lord is also a
He
fool.
and his lord have. His lord, that's what I wish to talk to you about. I have become the lord's advisor, but I've also become the lord's spy. This is something I did not want Evelyn to know, as Lord Ray is aware of her antics and double-crossing.
Where are you?
I see.
He doesn't trust her, but he trusts you.
Or at least that's in the
So,
right direction.
he asked me where my loyalties lay in the situation and the manner of Lord Sebastian's death, to which I told him the truth, that it was not Evelyn alone, despite what she says, but 4 combatants who took down Lord Sebastian. I also told him the truth of what would happen if he did bring his army here. Even if the Lycans gave his approval, the Blooded are not just about to roll over and let another vampiric lord take it, most least of all Lishka. You know how ruthless he is about power, and losing it.
Indeed.
So I told Lord Raymond that perhaps, even if he were to gain approval, he'd still finish up his war in the north. To which point I will add, he is going himself. The crown will be split between Alexander, his brother, and Raymond. I will remain advisor to Lord Raymond as long as he's fit, though he is somewhat stepping away from duties concerning the city. Alexander will be the head of such things. These things will come to fruition on Friday, though you heard them first. I did not wish to tell Evelyn, as I do not want her jeopardizing the situation current for her
Yes,
own gains.
she does tend to cause problems for us in regards to negotiations.
Yes. Yes, but now almost all of Blackstone's government is aware of her trickery. It seems Burke has given privy to drop all of Evelyn's dubious nature Bakim. It's like he does not trust her anymore.
It makes sense.
Bakim would rather do dealings with you, and that is my proposal. That while I concede some things to Evelyn, perhaps I could be a median between you and the king and the king's regent.
Of course.
Delivering to you.
That'd be wonderful, actually. It allows us more flexibility as well as more power. As much as Evelyn is our lord, she has no tact, nor knowledge of how to manage diplomacy.
Indeed. One
So
other
yes.
thing, I have become... Oh, please continue.
So yes, keep being his advisor, and be the mediator between myself and him. One extra thing. I want to know if Bill Burke is going to extend his influence to other places. You said he disliked our kind, yet Lord Raymond is also a full-blooded vampire. I do not see Bill Burke above, well, severing ties with his king. This is a big assumption, but he might mutinize.
Yes, Lord Protector Burke. Probably best to use Lord Protector. I don't think anyone knows that I have read up and learned his first name. And that might be a bit unprofessional to call him.
Then Lord Protector it is.
Lord Protector Burke will not be Lord Protector for long. His ability to extend things and do things will be cut short. I cannot give details as I promised the king that I would not divulge too much before plans are set in motion, but there are plans in motion to restrict his ability to simply gallivant around and extend influence.
I see. That is good news for us then.
Yes. What happens then, I will stand by the king. As a independent, I have been granted diplomatic immunity, saving myself from any unforeseen complications. In addition, I now work directly under the spy master, Corvus, the first of the King's Guard.
Corvus is a spy master. Most interesting. I did not think he was.
He has just recently been. These are very recent. In fact, these were done earlier today. These dealings.
You have done well
So I
to
will be
instill yourself amongst his ranks. But of course, you remember where your home is, correct?
Of course I do. I'm doing this all for the Vix. Lady Evelyn and my interests may align for now concerning Blackstone, but her approach is far too childish.
Yes. I doubt the Lord Protector will get up to much, but do keep an eye on him. I don't want him do anything unusual.
I will see. As spy, it will be my job to collect information for the king, though some of that may come to you as he trusts you.
If possible, I would like to know if he requires any certain resources.
That is the thing. The war, as I told you, is on a teetering edge, and now it seems to have somewhat fallen. A new faction has entered the fray, one that I think may prove interesting. See, Lord Protector Burke is to be called part of this coalition known as the Knights Templar. A coalition he
I
left,
see.
no doubt, probably left from for obvious reasons, as a Death Knight. Now, members of that faction have taken up arms within the war in the north, and they have lost a crucial battle around this place called Fenris's tomb, the value of which I do not know.
Welcome back, party.
But it apparently turned to have shaken his emotional state.
That is not good.
That said, I will finish with saying the beating from Beatrix has spurred the king's hand, and I will give you more when these things are in place. But I am secure in my position, and no matter what the the soon-to-be Lord Commander may try and do to me, I fall under the Commodore, whom I have very good relations with. He cannot touch me.
Good. That's wonderful news. For the time being, we need to see why the beacon has gone off.
Yes. Let's talk later, I suppose.
Yes.
If you wish to talk.
GG.
Hello, GG.
I do have something to inform you. I did think it, well, maybe a bit of an oversight on my part. I didn't think it was much of a big deal, but I did come into some contact with some of the House of Soul on my way here. A small encampment not too far. I thought I would bring it up later when we were...
You didn't cover your tracks, as usual.
Yes.
No, you pissed
listen,
him off and
okay.
he didn't cover his tracks, as usual.
Okay, there may have been a damsel in distress. I could not help myself.
I had a feeling. You were very late. GG.
Yes, milady.
How large was this group?
An encampment of least, I don't know, 30 men?
30.
Yes, and they have one of the larger armored ones with them as well. They are referring to them as the Wardens, so I hear.
That is problematic. Very problematic.
It is. They looked like they were readying themselves to leave the land. And it wasn't looking like they were coming in our direction, but some may have followed. I did cause a little bit of mischief.
How many wardens were there? Just the one, I hope.
Do you think they'll let me eat the bodies?
Oh, just one, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ooh, sounds like a fight is brewing. You do not mind if I indulge.
No, go ahead.
They're holy, so I don't know if that's something you enjoy or not.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Yeah, if I eat anything holy, my boyfriend might avoid me for a month. That and, like, the one demonic side of my family.
That's understandable.
You know, besides the fighting going on outside, this place actually reminds me of my old house. The one that I had when I was little.
I apologize for the inconvenience of our uninvited
Definitely
guests.
does have a homely presence.
You're good!
Not
I'm
a
used to the
problem.
fighting.
It's funny because this
By the
one was
way,
gonna leave, and I was actually gonna leave in a bit too. But things happened.
I see. Yes.
Ophelia.
Yes.
You remember earlier Lady Evelyn was wanting to talk with me? You'd happen to know whenever she's available. I'm fine with talking with her.
I'll be sure to mention it whenever the combat stops. It is quite difficult to
Much
get hold of
appreciated.
her. I'm not too sure where she is. I imagine she is probably in the woods somewhere.
No, that's understandable. I wouldn't really want to come back to this anyway.
No. She's probably in the woods fighting a few stragglers. Is what I meant.
Oh. Yeah, she definitely seems like she could leave no bones left behind.
Although I do wish she would bring back the corpses. We are in need of blood at the moment.
Guess this is I don't want to say silver. Silver lining.
That's not me.
Human blood you need.
We do normally drink human blood, but, well, we can probably start selling some more exotic kinds.
I just checked the window out here.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
Are we allowed to check the window in that room? On the right?
That one.
Curiosity is kind of getting to the best of me.
Yes, go ahead. Were you making a suggestion?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know exactly the difference.
That's what we need, you know?
True.
You don't know the difference between blood, dear.
No. I kind of just do what I can.
Deal with him later.
I see. Yes, blood is different based upon the race and the species. I'm assuming you don't consume it all that much.
No. It's kind of like a special thing. One might say religious in a sort.
I see. Yes, to us vampires, we can taste the different kinds of blood based upon the diet and the species. But we don't really get many other sorts. Although we can always expand the market.
When you say it tastes differently, would it say like the flavor or like the texture or smoothness or?
It's a bit of everything, dear. Normally it's the flavour, it's the most pronounced things, but based upon race there is a different... Wow, there's a difference in viscosity, texture, how it feels.
So say you do open up a wider range would you purchase from people? Oops, sorry.
Yes,
May I
Jack.
introduce to you
Oh, it's always nice to know their security's
from
good.
Blackstone. Blackstone's
how's it going out there?
siege engineer, Bursk.
there's not
He has
really a
graciously
shot.
come
The
down
owners
here
and the
to
engineer. Those poor
help.
guys. Well,
Yes.
say poor, but they're kind of walking into that themselves.
Pleasure to meet you,
He has
Ersk.
come here to help improve our defenses.
In what way?
Yeah, it's almost like the first dozen times wasn't enough of a warning.
The main thing is I need to understand the concept of what weapons the enemy have and what defenses is mainly needed for the actual area. I did hear that
I'm dealing with dragon
more
hunters right
defenses
now,
around
so.
the place, but of course I need to understand the concept of what
Actually, that makes sense.
you are mainly fighting against.
I see. If you stay around long enough, we will have a few corpses of our enemies that you can analyze.
In the city that I live in.
Yes, they're currently fighting outside if you wish to observe.
Yes, but please be sure not to get involved too much. We don't want to have our... well...
I'm not going to really get involved as I am not really the best in, what you say, combat. I'm much more of a defensive person.
I see. Understandable. But yes, you can watch as much as you like. Just be careful.
Will do.
Sorry about that,
So the
dear.
house, Lady Ophelia? They're leaving?
Sorry, repeat that again.
I'm assuming that was a VIP. I know I was gonna say, or drinks on a house.
No, it's not a VIP. It was someone of importance, but not VIP status. They come from Blackstone, I think.
I'll make sure you can leave soon. And then when that happens, that means I could also leave soon.
That's my favorite camping spot.
I'm sorry for holding this up.
Oh no, it's perfectly fine.
Blackstone.
You
Me and my friend
all
Ferris
seem very
usually pick a
occupied.
spot in Blackstone and
Yes.
drink and talk.
So, you had a question regarding blood.
Yeah, good food there.
What was the question?
Girl named Chef that cooks some pretty nice
say
meals.
you do open up your types,
Also good trading spot
I
for me, too.
suppose. Would you purchase from people, or is it a different type of thing? I don't exactly know how it all works.
If it's possible, we would like to purchase. But if it's not something we can do, well, I'm actually having this recent idea. I plan to open a safe haven, mainly for humans because that is the, well, populace that live here. This village would be open for people to settle down, have protection in the Isle of Gale. They would receive a small amount of coin allowance for the town or village, and a bit of land to make their own farms. But we will require a blood tax. If we can incorporate other races, well, imagine it'd be quite interesting.
Yeah, no. I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad plan.
And perhaps we could even draw in people from this Saphira city.
Oh yeah, did any more of those creatures attack after I left Lily's Tavern the other day?
Yeah.
Not that I know of, no.
If you do ever choose to try it out or add more, if
Really?
Yeah, what I
if I may say so, I would be very much willing to help in this endeavor.
No, I actually held everything for...
You're willing to help in supplying us with a different kind of blood?
Can you keep a secret?
I could try.
I actually have been to that world before it opened up to, allow other people to go in.
Yeah. Basically.
But that was back when I was younger, when
I
I was around
see.
9.
I'm no stranger.
What kind of blood would you be selling us?
They're travelers, because Tyrol has nothing but that.
I'd say be on a
she said that
request
it looked
type of
familiar,
basis.
when she saw me.
You
Hmm.
ask, I give a amount of time,
I didn't want
and
to tell her.
that determines things.
We can certainly set something up and make
She'll
negotiations.
probably catch on if she, like, sees my ship again.
I imagine Lord Evelyn would probably have to give some, well, personal overseeing over it. We have a certain level of quality that needs to be assured, mainly because our clientele are quite picky, you see. They want of certain
Yeah, of
grades.
course, I understand that.
What is the most popular kind of blood that you sell?
Definitely a place, that's for sure.
I have to check it out.
I'd have to say,
Grew up there, so from my experience, it's pretty nice. But I think every
if you're meaning
like
non-human, the best I can normally get my hands on would be either Pixie or my
Pixie.
own kind.
Hmm.
Yes. They're quite weak.
Yes, I think we do actually have a few bottles of fairy wine and probably pixie dust that we do incorporate into our drinks. Gives quite a light-headed feel, like you're floating. We could perhaps incorporate something. Again, I'll need to wait for Lord Evelyn to have a few talks to make a discussion
I
about this.
assume so.
Is there anything else you wish to ask of me?
Not all I can think of, really.
In that case, I need to go see on how my family members are doing. Need to make sure they're not too hurt.
I hope they're not.
I am not either. I need some of them to escort you to the carriage after all. My chair is in the way. And what do you say about... Hey Ava, how you doing? Stared to fuck Gigi. What? Wait, what was Gigi staring at? How goes the fighting?
Well, a couple of them are actually nasty buggers, but for the most part dealt with.
So the pathway is clear.
The good thing is sometimes you just forget things.
I think.
There are a few
A couple of us are
patrons...
still out there.
I see. There are a few patrons that wish to leave early. So I need to make sure the road is clear.
I suppose forgetting.
Very well. Well, considering they are arriving back, I believe the pathway will be clear. Should have someone to escort them, of course.
Yes. Gigi,
Yes, my lady.
considering you are a courier, how would you say your skills are with being elusive and a scout?
It is very scientific.
Well, I know this doesn't look very good on my record at the moment. But I can guarantee I can get a message from here, from there, lickety-split without even a soul noticing me, if I really want.
I have a little plan. I'm not too sure of its effectiveness. I still want you to work on your Sebastian disguise. But I do have a plan
Very
to
well.
perhaps give us a little bit more time if it succeeds.
And this plan is?
I will need you to write send a letter to the Blooded. Tell them that there is a high concentration of House of Soul members around the Vix Inn, and it's currently, well, not under siege, but there are multiple patrols. Tell them there is a secure route, and have them follow this route. I plan to have Yanis don his armor and intercept the couriers and have them dispatched, and frame the House of Soul for being the ones who had dispatched them. This will give us a bit more time and create a, well, lapse in
So-
information.
Are we siding with the half-breed?
I do not wish to side with her, but at this point in time, we have enemies on both sides. We need more time to make a decision. Again, Evelyn is with the Hound, and the Blooded are also quite the formidable opponents. We don't have the resources to expend on either of them. So extending our period of time which we can make decisions will be helpful. That's if it succeeds.
You're the boss. Oh, I did get a letter from Leon. Apparently he wanted to send a letter to the Blooded to give them a report. Were you informed of this?
No, I was not informed.
I have a scroll right here.
What does
For
it
the
say?
Blooded. I don't know, I didn't open it. You may wish to ask him.
I see. No peeking.
No. No peeking.
I see.
When it comes to our family, I have a little bit more respect.
Understandable.
Sometimes.
Most curious as to why Leon would not tell me about such things. You wouldn't happen to know
did.
how Lord Sebastian wrote his letters, would you? I wish to try and make a forgery, if possible.
I did spend a lot of time in his chambers learning how he wrote, considering I did send most of the letters for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he did have me write some of his letters when he could not be bothered, so yes, I know how he likes it done.
If I could give you a roundabout message, could you write it in his likeness?
I can certainly try.
Perhaps this will give us a bit more time. And maybe we won't have to use this idea I had in mind so soon. But it would be borrowed time. Do you plan to stay for very long, dear? Or are you going to be leaving within the night?
The letters that I have been asked to send are not too difficult. Should only take me about a day. I can stay if I am needed, though.
I imagine I will have the letters written out upon your return. If I cannot be there or I am busy on Monday, I'll be sure to leave it on the desk in my office. You know where my office is, correct?
Yes, with permission to go inside, my lady, of course.
Permission granted.
Lady Ophelia.
Jack.
First has some words on how defenses could be improved around here. If that interests you.
Yes, speak your mind.
So, I noticed the front is pretty defendable. It's easy to just defend a bridge, it's easy to just handle it from there. But when it comes out to the back, it would be better to have jagged wood fences with pointed edges. It's even though it's better in that case, the reason for that is mainly whenever I've realized that these holy people can teleport, they can only teleport in the forest. But the best way here is their guns are only short range, they're not long range, meaning they have to get up close. But for fences, you can have them block off an area on the rear. What can happen with that is their guns can fire first, but for the main forces to charge at us, or your people here, they would have to either get around this fence or have to destroy it.
1 second.
But that would slow them down.
Safe travels, dear. I hope you enjoyed your stay at the Vixen.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. It's grand.
Apologies.
So yeah, they would either have to destroy it or get around it. That would immediately slow them down, requiring us to have more time to get civilians inside the
I don't want that.
the tavern here, and also how the people who are in our fighting force to actually defend.
I'm gonna walk in and he's gonna smell me and he's gonna be like, "You
I see.
security cat," and I'm just gonna
Is it
better to slow them down, get people who
maybe
can't
if I take a
fight
shower.
in.
Maybe if I take a shower before I
I
go.
realize it's a bit harder to defend than kind of keep the
crossed, but I don't exactly sense that kind of
scene here unless
around here.
you don't want to keep
I
the
think it's
scenery. But I still feel like the scenery is a little bit better.
No, I'm glad I didn't eat any of
We do have someone who is proficient with plant life. Oriana, I could have a request to set up bushes of some sort that work similar to wooden fences.
Like thorn bushes could work actually also instead of that could also you can make a thorn bush as a fence instead. It can also slow them down.
Alright, that was much
Indeed.
Lady Ophelia,
Yes.
I'll be making my leave. Is there anything you requested me before I go?
Be ready for a moment's notice from me in regards to what we had discussed earlier.
Of course. I'll clean up.
I have a lot to request of you.
Oh my god, okay.
I'm kidding.
Apologies. Safe travels, Yanis. Sorry, let me listen to what my member of staff has to say.
Yes. I'll go inside the inn and enjoy the time here.
So
Yes, enjoy the
I was
pleasantries.
thinking
Will do.
to make the bridge smaller so a golem can't pass it anymore, but I have a better idea now. We have the plant lady. We can just destroy the bridge and she can make like plans that she can move herself like up and down. When they attack, we just take the whole bridge away.
That is an idea, but that bridge has been around for quite some time. I would hate to see it destroyed and...
You wish to destroy the beautiful aesthetic of our grounds? I think not. Unless the
Exactly.
lady demands it, of course.
Could we not... Well, could Oriana not manufacture a plant that lives underneath the water? And perhaps act as like a large tendril? It depends. I'm not too sure how effective Oriana's plants are.
The other thing would be a bridge that we can move up from one side. Or drag in. Because I have to say the last time was pretty close.
Oh, yes.
Like the golem was right here.
Yes. We do not have much means to ward off a golem.
Because, like, if they... That
If
was
we-
just one. If they bring two, we have a problem.
Very true. The issue being is that Nadara was busy.
Damn. The people don't tell me
Fire's
things I
injured.
don't know.
I'm bringing her inside.
Yes.
Woods might be stuck inside her. We might have to check.
Is there any medic available?
Samantha went home for the evening, so no.
I can do it.
Tanzio.
Beatrix,
Beatrix,
no.
No.
I will do it a bit, dear.
I assume Beatrix already knows not to mess with Gigi, right?
Not sure, but there's always a chance.
Don't mess with the very tattooed man with the long hair, please.
I'm still too young for them to have styles.
It looked like the bullet had.
Yeah, you find what suits you.
Probably would be stuck
friends I
inside.
could
I
run
don't
out longer.
know if it would have gone fully through, but it probably would be stuck inside. She has one on her stomach and then one right on her leg. The one on her leg might have gone through.
Let's have a look, dear.
Alright, the leg's fine, so your blood will help with that. But that's stuck inside her.
Hmm.
I'm not trained for this.
Nasty.
Yes, their bullets are quite nasty nowadays. Could you grab me my tweezers from the drawer, please, Janice?
What would you like to have?
Yes.
God, we do need to speak about the integrity of our family and how they are acting nowadays. Jesus. And I don't say that word a lot.
Integrity. What do you mean, dear?
Yes. Well, you just left our family out there. Alone.
She was walking. I assumed everybody else had it, since nobody else had described any injuries to her, and I had just arrived on the scene. So when they
Aki
started
boy.
walking as if it were casual.
We
I
all know someone
assumed-
like you can walk alone. You know, you're a hunter. You're made for that.
Yes, but when everybody starts walking back the road, all casual like, I assume that there were no injuries. Because nobody said anything.
I'm looking at injuries.
Appreciate that. Sorry.
Yes, now I see them. But at the time,
Thank you, dear.
nobody told me, so I did not look.
GG, stop giving them a little bit of hassle.
It is a
Not
lesson
many of them are
learned.
trained in
He will learn from his mistakes.
being a medic. Yeah.
Yes, just be extra paranoid about making
This is
sure
quite
we know
deep, dear.
everything about a battle.
Sorry if there's any discomfort.
I just care about
It's
the
quite
family.
fine.
is all.
There we go. Do you feel anything else?
No.
No more bullets? Okay. You know the drill, dear. Drink as much as you need.
Mhm.
Okay.
It'll take some time to heal.
Will you be recovering here, or does she need to be taken home?
It depends on how she feels. Chat, can I get a D20, please? I'm assuming I'm doing my own rolls.
I should be fine to walk home.
Are you positive, dear?
I'm positive.
If you would
Very
like,
well.
when I leave, I could stay on the outskirts. I'll take her home, escort her home at least.
Please do. We need to make sure that she is safe. With a 10, that the wounds will heal slower than usual. Won't be so fast, but you will heal in time.
Then I'll stay on the outskirts.
Thank you, Yanis.
I'll be heading out.
Safe journeys. You should rest as much as you can before heading home.
I will definitely do so.
Is there anything you need?
No. I will be fine.
Very well.
Thank you.
No problem, dear. You are a family, after all. And your well-being is important to me. Kaz, can you go to DM on call, please?
I mean, me and Ferris will like sit and drink and talk, so.
How can I help?
I'm going to go do the ritual now downstairs, if there's enough time.
Sure, I'll go into DM mode here in a second. Let me just finish up at GG and...
No problem.
Go down.
It just makes them black party. Yes, sir.
And I just like I started drinking from. We ended up doing a cake stand with it.
Although
Like,
you
that's how
may be
bad
the
it was.
force to drag me into
I was like, yo,
a bed
someone
like
pick me up.
Hey, Jack.
So doomy and gloomy.
Very wide.
I don't know.
What are y'all looking at us for?
It's been like that since we arrived.
Go on.
Jack, you
go
want
on.
you want you, buddy.
What? Oh, you
Now,
want
Romeo, what would you
that
like?
stuff.
You could say that, well, the party has stopped after Lord Sebastian's death. He did like to indulge an awful lot after all.
No resurrection?
Sadly, due to the rules and regulations that govern us, Evelyn is the new lord. And she had liberty to decide on what was going to happen to Sebastian.
Oh dear. I don't think my heart can take the rest.
Yes, it's quite a sad story. You'll be surely missed.
Yeah, no, the first time I went there, I witnessed a failed execution. That was fun.
How are we? Are you okay?
Well, the person first got away. And
Did you
then
get
caught
shot
them, and then they went to cut the head off,
after
but the sword
or
was sharper
before
now,
I
so they
asked
had
if
to
you
keep
were okay?
hacking at it.
Ah, I will take that as before.
I got shot in the stomach before.
No.
Yes, and then shot in the
Do
leg.
we have hangover? Anything for a hangover? Because Leon might pass out in a few seconds.
Oh, the merchant. He sells this concoction that helps with hangovers.
Oh yeah, I have a bit of that actually. Let me go see if he's still around. I can buy some.
Yeah, they're just.
Hello, we're talking about the first time I went to Blackstone and witnessed a horrible execution.
Well, if you excuse me, I have some business to attend to.
Personal reading time?
Not quite. Well.
Do you need someone to help you hold the book for you, my dear?
Yes, please.
Take more care of yourself. And don't be afraid to ask for help. I didn't know we had one of these.
Your sense of humor is quite, well, entertaining sometimes, Gigi.
So, what dark ritual matters are we attending to today?
Cautionary ones.
I see.
Beatrix is someone who can see the future. But it's what ifs and perhapses. And she spoke of a portal opening here due to Yanis. While you were gone, Yanis tainted the offering dish to the Dark Mother.
How the hell did he do that?
He offered blood, but from the wrong arm. Gold in colour. I feel it has weakened her since then.
Count on Yanis to bollocks everything up, eh?
Don't be too hard on him. He is unwell so far, but it seems, well, the warden you mentioned, one of them seemed familiar to him. Maybe was it the past? And caused relapses of some sort. Ever since that day, his arm has been aching in pain. He's been hearing voices and the like.
So we are doing this based on paranoia, my lady?
Somewhat, yes. There are rumors going on from Beatrix as well as a few others that Yanis contains the House of Souls'
With
father.
all due respect, isn't this Beatrix the one that arrived with the half-blood?
She is, but
Who
she's
killed our lord? Can we really trust either of them?
I do not trust them.
What if us tampering with this causes more strife for us? You know how Sebastian was. He didn't like anybody coming down here, even you at times.
That's because he's selfish and tampering with things beyond his... tampering with things.
Ooh. But if I knew the true power of what this thing could do, I wouldn't want anything to touch it.
And sadly, his secrets have died with him. And if I am going to assert dominance here, above Evelyn, I need to understand its secrets. Understand what this has.
Learn by fire. I like it.
What I intend to do was to set up a barrier of sorts.
I see.
It wasn't going to tamper with this circle. It's going to keep anything that comes through the portal that might come here and keep it contained. Perhaps we can, as the last resort, collapse some rubble on top of it. The spike above, perhaps, but that's not something I wish to do. Damaging this circle might be very costly.
A last resort, perhaps.
A very last resort. Do you know of any secret stashes that Sebastian had in regards to books or information that he kept from me?
Sebastian did have quite the collection, but nothing that he would keep on the premises, that's for certain. Be it if it was in some, I don't know, bag of holding, some other plane of existence, or just in some shitty shack elsewhere. He did escape sometimes through the evenings and wander. I had a theory that the groundskeepers were hiding something for him.
The groundskeepers? Are you on about Oriana?
Yes, her in that tree.
They hid things for him. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
I noticed they would always escape in the evenings once he had left as well. I mean, what is the convenience? Nadar knows the forest like the back of his hands and could easily track if anybody came near, like a secret stash.
And
He
distract
would be
them.
the perfect guard for something like that.
Nadar is quite good at distractions, so it would not surprise me if he would, well, appear at the right time.
And don't let his light-hearted physique or
demeanor.
Yes, that is the word I was looking for. His demeanor. Do not let it trick you. I've seen a dark side of that tree.
It seems my bond with Oriana is not as strong as I thought. Then again, she might have been told to swear an oath, or even be bonded or thralled by Lord Sebastian, which would give him some level of sway. I'll have to question Oriana when I see her next. I've actually not seen her for quite some time. Have you perhaps seen her?
I have not. Convenient that, though.
I'm sure she is busy. Although her little hut on the hill has been absent for a while as well.
Maybe have Jack have a little hunt of the grounds.
Even if he didn't, I imagine there's some magic used to conceal things. Jack was good at searching for things, but not so good at magical affairs.
Being discreet. Oh, yes, that.
I could locate an object. However, I would need to have some of an idea what I'm looking for. A name or an image of the possession. Hmm.
Well, sounds like quite the kerfuffle since I have been gone.
Yes. Evelyn has caused quite the headache for me. She is not a diplomat, nor is she tactful with her words or her practices.
Well, no need to stress. Your favorite has returned.
You know I do not have favourites, Gigi. I love you all equally.
Yanis does seem to be a little bit of a favorite.
Jealous, are we, Gigi?
No, me. Never, my lady. Jealousy is, just like a plague. You let it consume too much of you and, well, you'll drown in it.
Very true.
A little bit of fun jealousy here and there is not too bad, though.
Playful jealousy.
Exactly.
Some would say that's brattiness, Gigi.
Oh, well,
maybe.
You always
I'm
were
good at doing what
one
I'm told.
vying for my attention.
This is not true. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bratty as usual.
So, we doing some magic?
Yes. Now, how much blood does it need?
We're doing this with
Blood.
It is stronger. And it also allows the seal to be bound to the person who made it. It is a bit more control as well. If I used ink, then, well, it can be dispelled easily.
And you're going to use your own?
If I'm the one who's casting a spell, yes. Although it is risky.
Very well.
I'm unsure how much this would need. And we are low on... We are low on supplies of blood.
Perhaps having the rest of the income down here and sacrifice a little bit of their blood to help. Just an idea.
It would...
You can't do everything by yourself.
Very true. Yes, we will bring the others down. Although I don't think there is that many.
I imagine there is more than enough.
Then first we will close up. I imagine it's getting close to that time, and then afterwards we can see about the sigil. Imagine consecrated bullets. Yeah, that'd be quite horrible. You are my favorites. What do you mean? Well, you're one of my favorites.
Have you met Fenris? Teleportation. He's a dragon.
Just have to fly everywhere. You can't walk.
Have you met Fenris? He's a dragon. He's a void dragon.
How drunk are you?
Fancy.
I'm still very drunk, but I'm the kind of drunk that will listen to your problems.
We are closing, and we do have some business to attend to. Vixen, please.
You do not
mind ushering yourself to the door.
I got a room for myself to stay the night, so if I ever needed to just talk to
Yes.
Lady Evelyn, you could probably try and get her after hours or something.
Yes, apologies. It's quite hard to get hold of her. She seems to have wandered off and I can't get any form of communication.
Not a problem.
If you want to spill your problems with
That's why I'm able to stay the night. But I appreciate everything.
Yes.
Seriously.
Please enjoy your stay.
I am very sure.
Bye, beautiful people.
Always knew you had a
He
keen
was a
eye for the
ghost
beast.
just a few minutes ago.
Before
I'm sure.
you all leave, I would like to have some of your time.
Where did the other one go? Jackie?
He ran off somewhere. I'm not too sure if he's ran off to leave or escort some of them.
He's outside there.
And where is Beatrix?
He's probably saying his goodbyes to Fenris.
I'm
Perhaps.
not sure.
He is a Blackstone guest.
Leon, if you could see if you can find where Beatrix is,
Hang on.
that'd be
I have to
most
put this metal barrel
useful.
down in the cellar.
I will look for her. Beatrix? Beatrix? Beatrix?
I labeled that. That is dragon wine down in the cellar in that metal barrel. It's highly addicting stuff.
I see.
Yes. Gift from
Wonderful. We can set it as a speciality of some sort.
How I have missed my family.
Yeah. It does feel the place has been quiet without you, you know.
I know. It's still quiet. Why I am here. Too quiet.
We need fireworks. Do we have gunpowder?
Do we have gunpowder?
Gunpowder in my horn.
A catapult?
Why?
Fireworks!
So we can make fireworks.
We don't need a catapult for fireworks. You just need gunpowder and the rocket thing.
The rocket thing. And where do you think we're going to get one of these rocket things, Jackie?
I don't know, but I'm not
Exactly,
building
that's why
a
we
catapult.
need a catapult.
I think a
Well, where am
trebuchet
I
would
supposed
probably
to
be
get a
better.
catapult?
A lot more
Or one of
velocity.
those new
Why don't I just
fancy
shoot magic up in
finagly
the air?
things.
Cannons.
That those House of Soul people are using. Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome?
If you could all come with me,
Those out of
Here,
one
you
of the
can have
windows?
freak fireworks.
I need your assistance with a little ritual.
Oh.
Yes. This is a cautionary thing which I'm doing, but it requires a certain level of blood. And I cannot offer it all myself. Otherwise I risk, well,
Do you want me to get one of the fresh bodies that we killed today?
no. It's better to use our own blood. It would make the binding circle.
we had one of these?
Yes.
Did everybody know about this but me?
Yes, because you're never here.
You've not
and
been
you probably-
around.
I do
Well, you
my
probably-
job. I'm the courier.
What is the ritual for?
I'm sure you're aware of what it's for, Beatrix. You're the one who told me and warned me about this. I am respecting and heeding your vision. Unless, of course, you're seeking to deceive me, and I'm wasting my time.
We have Evelyn's.
That is adorable. Why have you never told me?
Do I have Evelyn's permission
Because you weren't around.
to conduct a ritual that will keep us all safe?
Also, who cares about Lady Evelyn's permission? This is the lady of the house, Ophelia. She's been here far longer and has far more respect than that thing.
So, what do you want us to do?
Do you think Evelyn will heed your warning? Have you told her about what you saw? Did she plan to do any action towards it?
Maybe.
Maybe. So you're either lying to me, hiding information, or she has made no decision. Which is it?
I don't know. It doesn't tell me anything.
Hmm.
Everything.
And yet here I am telling you what we intend to do. Here I am, heeding your warning. Giving you a level of respect. Do you think Evelyn needs to know about this? I will tell her after it is done. Need I remind you that she has soured a few relationships with Blackstone City and has gotten you into a little rough playtime. I would not put you in harm's way, Beatrix. Not intentionally. Now I need you all to offer a small portion of your blood into this bowl, and then the ritual can begin.
Very well.
Oh, you are giving the weakest form of your blood?
It's all the same, you idiot.
No, mine's spicy. Like a jalapeno.
I'm pretty sure it's just the food you eat, dear. Thank you.
You are tippy-toeing away.
What?
You're tippy-toeing.
Do you wish to partake in the ritual, Beatrix?
Thank you.
There we go.
Hey, Kev, how we doing? Give me some stuff. Hell yeah. Doing good. Do something with your hair?
Did you want it to be using the circles and doing the particle thingy for this?
Sure, you can go ahead and activate it.
Are we going to do a roll for this as well?
No need.
Okay. How do I do it again? I can't remember how to do it.
So you go up to behind the table, and it should be on the green, and then it's the white one on the left. As long as you have the DM.
Oh, I don't have DM on.
I shall have to do it then.
Do you need do you need a heart in the center as well, or does that just not necessary?
The blue one actually.
It's blue?
What did you say? You didn't happen to run out to any lichens out there, any senators or even the council lichens?
No. No, I did not.
Wait, you need to have the on the blue one or green one? And I can actually click it, so.
Ophelia, are you having trouble up here?
Yes, I do not get to
I
have
understand.
much opportunities with
Old age
interacting.
affects us all. It's absolutely fine.
I can't believe you just called me old.
I'm sorry. Being old is good. Aging, it means you are... What is the word?
Yes, but you lose your mental faculties as you get older.
It's about as vampires. As we age, we become more... knowledgeable?
I guess. I think we become more
More
irritable.
powerful.
Yes. And the cost of your mental state.
It's weird. Nice.
Well, I didn't know it did that.
I assume it's a first for you.
You probably were drunk the last time you came down here.
Hopefully that should work. At least that's what the book said. Pray we don't need to use it, and pray it doesn't activate. But if it does, we at least are prepared.
Indeed.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
So, why don't all of us have a cool sleepover tonight and make cocktails?
No.
We're gonna have to have them
Yeah.
virgin.
What do you mean? What? Oh, God. Have you told them?
No.
Did you tell them? You should tell them.
You said to not
It's
tell them.
terrible. We're going to have to cut back. It's awful. We have no more food. We're going to starve in probably less than a day.
He's over-exaggerating. We have 2 months' worth of blood left. 3 if we ration. But it's also including the blood we serve the patrons. We are not getting much from hunts. Jack has tried his best, but we are struggling.
Villages are too armored, or they're empty. Most people are just
Exactly.
fleeing to the church.
As much as I would like to have everyone have a celebratory cocktail, I'm not too sure how long it would last if we were to indulge too much.
Not even a celebration for my return. You know, there's one thing I ask for, guys. I go for like, how many months? I come back and all I ask for is balloons, a party in my name, a banner, a statue. It's not a lot.
Yeah, and how many times did Lord Sebastian give that to you?
Okay, Jackie.
That's true.
Don't need to rub it in.
Yes, he was quite.
How many times has he used you as a footstool?
That's right. I went there.
That
That is also true.
Yeah, and how many times has he kicked you off the couch, quite literally, for being drunk?
Okay. Well, we don't need to talk about my alcohol problem.
How many times has he kicked you off the couch for sleeping there in the first place?
I don't have a house.
Didn't he one time use his niece?
That's the
Well,
problem.
offer you to his niece as a squeaky toy?
I don't know what we're talking about anymore. I think we've gotten so far off topic.
I remember it quite clear as day. I think it was the niece's...
Anyone else want to bring up any stories?
I'm good. I don't want my stories to be talked about.
Lady Ophelia, I do have one thing to ask to you before the night
I'm just going to shut my mouth.
Yes, Jack.
I liked you better when you had white.
Do you remember Lord Raymond's daughter, Elise?
That's right.
It's called the face.
I am better at recognizing faces than I am names, dear.
The small child whom was
Also,
very
Tanzia
infatuated
loves
with
my
your
hair, so-
dress.
Oh,
It's a wilderness.
yes, I remember them. They had the fiancé who was a lichen, I believe.
Yes. Let's walk back up.
Here.
Talk.
Are we free this afternoon?
She recently came upon an injury. And,
I need a place.
you know, I told her that these are experiences. I believe her mood would brighten much if, perhaps you wrote a letter to her. Just a small gesture of goodwill, I guess. It really would mean a lot to her.
You wish for me to write a letter to make sure she's fine?
Yes, they're exclaiming. They're just like exchanging pleasantries and things like that. You know. just
Considering
something
that Gigi
she'll
has
feel like.
returned, I will happily write a letter. Oh, Gigi.
What the fuck did it?
Oh, I could easily deliver it to her personally on Friday.
It is the green one, dear.
Anyone wanna? Oh.
Are you
I could hold
colorblind?
it and deliver it to her personally.
You know.
I think it's best I
Yes.
hold on to that letter.
Sure.
I'll take it to her
It's fine. We all
personally.
have our weaknesses, GG.
Of course.
I'm
It'll
surprised
also
you hidden it.
help us.
I'm surprised you've hidden it for this long.
Strengthen
That's about
bonds.
trying to pluck your eyes out.
Yes. I agree. I'll be sure to write a letter and you can take it to her personally.
Indeed.
We close all the doors?
I believe so. I'm not too sure if the back door is closed.
No, it's
I got it.
Is Beatrix still downstairs?
No. I don't think so.
They might be.
I'm assuming she probably went retired to Lord Evelyn's chambers.
Yeah, she's on their way.
Oh.
She's on her way.
They
I just saw her
sleep
walk up
together?
the stairs.
Yes. Considering that
I don't question it.
they were Lord Evelyn's companion.
Class.
Mhm.
Oh. Wait, a half-blood? This just... You know, I fully haven't unraveled this in my mind yet. We have a half-blood lord leading all of us? We are full-blood.
But it's the legendary Lady Evelyn, though, GG. I've heard the stories. Well, infamous, more likely.
You have heard of Evelyn, right? Oh wait, you don't know her last name. Evelyn Ludrick.
Doesn't ring a bell. You know, I'm not really into all the political stuff of
or history.
It's a literal. It's a fairy tale. You. Never been told a bedtime story.
I told you, Gigi.
She used to be Lord Zack's plaything, then turned bounty hunter.
Dear God. Oh, saying his name makes my skin.
Yes, he is quite the.
Yeah, he's right behind you.
Don't say that.
Yes, if he was right behind him, I would probably be having problems with it as well.
Well.
Wow.
Good night, milady.
I hope you all have
Good night.
a wonderful rest of your day. Get plenty of sleep
Give me 2 seconds.
and have a safe journey.
Oh well.
And thank you for all your hard work today. And Gigi, welcome home.
Yes. Thank you. It feels good to be home.
Good day.
Toodles.
Farewell, mother.
Farewell, Jack.
Good enough to make it back to your place, or you want to stay at my place? You can sit on the couch.
Romeo
Pass
is
out.
waiting for me. He's like my pet now.
I got it, dear. Do not worry.
I got the day.
So you know that disembodied voice that keeps haunting the victim? Yeah, it's been haunting my mind.
Based Gigi. Yeah, he is pretty based. Now, Giannis, you can't be the only favourite. You know I play no favourites. You're all family to me. Quite a long and somewhat eventful day.
You are incredibly late, my friend.
I mean, if you want, you know.
Let's go then.
4 of us here. Whoa! I'm kidding. We're close.
A shame.
Yeah, you're incredibly late, my
It's
friend.
a shame. Lady Ophelia would have loved your company.
Yeah. But hey, there's always next time.
He's really far away. That was really anticlimactic. I expected him to be closer. Now I'm just holding the door. Sir, your carriage awaits. Some people, am I right?
Quite rude, isn't he?
He's one of those
Well,
vampires.
I say we go make some hot chocolate with blood, and we go talk about all your problems and do our names.
I'm going to Tanz's place and pass out.
Doesn't that sound like a fun time?
I'm gonna go look for
Black
the
on my
Lycan
nails
Council and
is
then go
kinda
to
criminal.
Blackstone Stockyards because I need to look over a ship.
I want to go to the Blackstone. Not to drink.
Oh, come on, Friday. Oh, there's more to do than just drink, my friend.
When do they open?
Friday.
Yeah, when do they open?
Around 2 p.m. And then
Perhaps.
Saturday.
Oh,
I
around
will
the same
indulge.
time. Please do. It'll be hilarious.
I'll come with.
what do you mean by that?
Oh,
Come on a trip with me?
it's gonna be hilarious.
We can
to
call it a
see
date.
Yeah, fair enough.
It'll be hilarious to see the Lord Protector's face.
After you.
We are gonna
Where's my Romeo?
We are gonna cause such
tall
chaos.
one.
There's gonna be such chaos.
Where's my Romeo? I need
What
to
on
see
earth?
my Romeo.
The amount of
Romeo, oh Romeo.
Guys, GG's fun.
Oh my god.
I know, I
See,
love
you should have
Gigi.
started off with that.
Dude, I love the
Made
fucking
it let you
tattoos.
in.
I've been like talking about it, like muted, like holy shit, tattoos. Oh.
This is hopefully my new brothel worker. Fuck you.
This is my pet, by the way. This is my pet now. This guy's my pet.
So sad.
That's your Romeo?
You're my
Sorry,
pet.
I was about to.
Yeah, this is my Romeo, alright? I made him. I made him out of Viking parts.
So they're like a
It's a
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Yeah.
Yes, he's kind of like a Frankenstein. Yes. And then like
saw that back
I put the soul of the disembodied voice that keeps haunting me in the fucking into this guy. So now you're
That needs to be cool.
now you're my
That part,
now you're my
and
pet,
you
bro.
walking backwards in
I
it.
gotta find the Lycans and the Lycan
Sir,
Council.
we're close.
They don't eat me.
Fuck.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, like you're gonna hey.
I was literally
If they ask,
joined
like, hey,
like
where's
20
like,
minutes
there's
ago.
been-
I
there's
heard
been
the bell
some
go off.
missing,
I'm like, they're
like,
closed,
Lycans. I
aren't
don't
they?
know if you
And he's
know
like,
what
yeah.
you're thinking about
So I'm like,
that. It's
oh,
like,
okay, well, I'm
just
gonna
tell them
fuck-
no.
No, I can't wait till I
know,
see
but
like his head on a missing poster.
It's streaming, right?
Yes. You want me to turn it
I
off?
just kind of like stare at it for a while and just go, yeah, checks out.
Huh? You want me to turn off my stream? You want to talk about something?
No. I need you for something. I need you to continue RPing in your bed.
In what?
It's all weird out of context.
I need to know RP. What kind of RP?
So,
What kind of RP?
you don't have a combat version.
Oh, you fucking serious? No, I don't have a combat version.
Oh no.
Okay, we will have to. We'll see. I will let you react, and then if there is something specific you are doing, you may let me know.
I'm gonna have to do explain
I'm so
RP.
sorry.
I fucking hate this. Why am I having to do explain RP?
Hey man, look, listen. I told you to get here.
Look, it's not so easy. It's really not so easy.
The players here are quirky, and Nietzsche's even more quirky. So let's go to your room.
Are we all?
Watch this. Let's go watch. We can spectate people.
Rough to kill a vampire, rough to kill a vampire.
What the fuck did I do? I didn't do anything. For fuck's sake.
I think you'll be okay. Let me just ask some questions.
I need a fucking combat model. Fuck this shit. Thing is, like, I was meant to have like animations and everything. It's fuck's sake.
We are cards up.
Coming. Is that you, Beatrix?
It is me. You see silver in the glass?
What is the meaning of this?
About Evelyn, like this. One more time. I'm gonna cut your limbs off. I'm gonna let you burn in the sun. Did I make myself clear? Lady Ophelia.
And what made you think you will live to see this happen?
Do you want to drink it right now?
Struck a nerve, did I? Would you like to explain yourself? Was it something that I said? Or was it the fact that what I said was truthful, and you're hurt by it?
You're talking about her living as a half-blood. You don't talk about her intelligence. Well, her age. You talk about the simple fact that she is a half-blood. What gives you the right to abandon child?
Is this just the natural order of things, dear? Half-bloods, full-bloods. Or would you rather me label her a full-blooded vampire when she clearly isn't?
No.
Then what is the issue? I said nothing about her heritage. Gigi made comments.
She deserves respect. And I heard you multiple times today talking against her.
She deserves respect once she earns it. You don't once into here using the conduct and the code of vampires and demand respect. You earn it. Someone like you should also understand that, right? Saphira City.
As you stand here, you see a glint in Ophelia's eye, and a flash in your mind. You may have a cup of silver, but you see it in seconds smash in your hand and burn almost across your entire skin.
What? I didn't say this.
Ophelia grows half the size of you and looms. The room grows dark. An aura around her beyond any power you have ever seen.
What?
Before.
What?
There's a reason she is the lady of the house. And it isn't just because of her looks. She has the power to back it. The vision ends.
I have given her respect. I have not labeled her.
In front of her.
Need I remind you what she did at Blackstone City? What she had happened to you? What harm have I brought
That
to
wasn't
you?
on her.
So it was your own doing.
It was on Burke. It was his decision to go into my cell.
But why are you in the cells to begin with? I didn't send you there. And Lord Raymond is also a full-blooded vampire. He will not send one of his own to a cell unless you've done something egregious. Or perhaps Evelyn. So which is it, Beatrix? Did you do something, or did Evelyn do something?
I heard it. The guards captain.
I see. That wasn't so hard, was it? Giving me information. Yes, perhaps I am wrong to assume that Evelyn does something bad. When she goes making deals behind my back and trying to play diplomacy. When she is a bounty hunter. It's easy to assume. I have given you respect, because you have earned it. Evelyn has not yet done that. There are codes and conduct, which is beyond her. Because of her history, not because she is a half-blood. Zack, one of the blooded lords, treated her poorly. And she is in this state because of him. I am trying my best to work with her, but she makes it difficult. I tighten her corset. I teach her etiquette. I keep her informed about things I do, because I keep this code. I have kept it hidden that she has slain Lord Sebastian from the Blooded. I could have sold her out weeks ago. But I haven't. Why do you think that is, Beatrix?
So she could do all these things. It is actually a good question why you didn't. Have the house for you. Own.
And then have the hound chasing after my scent, destroying everything I hold dear. Evelyn has put me between two hard places, Beatrix. I am trying to delay things, make more time, more breathing room for us all, so that we may thrive. But times are difficult. Our blood shortage is low. We have Soul on our doorstep, constantly. And Evelyn making dodgy deals.
But we have Saul right in this manner sometimes.
Again, diplomacy.
You keep Yanis our diplomacy?
Yanis is a powerful asset. If you wish to help Evelyn in her goal of slaying the Blooded Lords, what's better than to have Yanis, who has the power to wield holy magic? So yes, diplomacy. I'm not sure how you've done things, but things here are done differently. And I have worked too hard, centuries, and built this place up for 150 years, and I refuse to see it burnt to the ground. Because of some people being a bit foolish and overly ambitious. Tell me, how long have you known Evelyn for?
A long time.
Really now? But you must know about her history then. What she went through. Her toils and tribulations. I do. I understand your feelings of frustration. Someone who you hold dear being told badly to. But at the same time, this world works in ways which you cannot control. I am sure that if Evelyn was presented with the opportunity to be in front of Lord Zack, if she had to hide her animosity towards him and play the whore that she was before to get close to him, she would gladly take it. If not, then I have greatly misjudged her character. But I don't think I'm wrong. She's obsessed with vengeance.
I guess we will see in the future.
We shall. Only time will tell. But then again, I guess you have the gift to see small fragments.
Sometimes.
We are playing a slow game, Beatrix. Especially if Victor Heinrich has any say in this. Because if things go awry, and Evelyn does something against what Victor wants, you know that he is going to come after her as well. He does not have the title of Hound for no reason. As a sign of trust, you can keep the silver.
you should talk it out.
If she would be around to talk. I've not seen her all night. She is also not much of a talker.
I mean, you should talk it out. When you see her the next.
Talk what out, exactly? My grievances with the fact that she slain Lord Sebastian and put me into a difficult situation. The fact that she keeps ruining things and making it difficult for me and my family. That her plan has loads of holes. Or that her vengeance is not going to go the way she thinks. Which is it, Beatrix?
I would phrase it nicer.
I'm not going to sugarcoat things, dear. Do you think your visions do the same? The truth hurts. But it has to. So that you learn from it. Because if you don't, you stagnate. Make more mistakes. And end up dying.
You have no idea about dying.
Of course not. I don't have your gift, nor was I a half-blood. Good night, Beatrix.
Good night.
Lieutenant should be violent.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's why he asked for the 2 bottles, because he's gonna go and hand those to the light.
It's not even a character.
Here, I bring you gifts. Tell
No, it's me.
let
Me.
let
I'm. No, this is me.
Hello.
Lieutenant needs to have a violent face.
How'd it go?
It went well. I'm alive.
You're alive.
That sounds like a skishu. Skill issue.
What skill issue that I'm alive?
Yes, you should be dead. You're undead.
Am I really being punished because of what Gigi said? Are you serious? I said nothing wrong. What the fuck did I say?
No, I heard your conversation with Jack in the office.
Looks like a snitch.
And how often you say, "Oh, she's a half-blood. Oh, she's a half-blood. Oh no, we can't trust. No, we can't."
To be honest,
I mean, yeah.
He's an asshole.
So was
that
it?
was also she.
Half-blood.
No, half vampire blood.
I'm half.
No, you're
Oh.
not. No, half vampire, bro. You're fine.
I didn't really say
As
much
long as
about
you're
the
not,
half
as long as you
I
don't
just
have
said
like
she's
human
unreliable.
blood.
Oh.
Do you have human
To be
blood?
honest-
Oh yeah,
You
that
would
also.
die.
To be honest, most
She
of
is.
the people that
Jack's
come
pretty
from
brutally honest when it comes
Did
to
you get the full
Six,
context? I don't think I
one,
actually said like
one,
she's
two,
untrustworthy because she's a
none of them are
half-blood. I
human.
think I said something along the lines of
See? You're fine
Lord
then.
Raymond
We're
doesn't
not gonna
trust
drink
her
it. We're not
because she's a
fucking
half-blood.
purple
Not
blood.
because I don't.
We're not gonna
I'm pretty sure I said it's like Lord Raymond does not trust her because she's half-blood.
Yeah, it's like fuck that, bro.
It's because it's so.
What do you mean,
That's what I
Shrug?
heard.
The
You-
light blue is his. The purple is abyssal poisoning. He has abyssal poisoning.
See, you're fine, man. You're fine. You're not.
He came up the stairs and heard it. Went in a different direction, and then I was
You came
listening
up the
to
stairs and heard it.
conversation.
I ain't about
You
to
watch
drink
it.
that.
Can you? Okay, we need to find out how much range you have as a vampire to hear through things. The door is closed, and you came up the stairs and heard it. Like, what the fuck?
It's basically just mana blood. But the other
Vampire, we hear good.
is actually Tim
I don't know. Okay, we
I don't know. The door was
But yeah,
closed
the
and
map
it's
has a lot of range.
actually hear the poison that's in
Huh? Vampires have a lot of range.
The map has a
Sure.
lot of range.
Yeah, it does have a lot of range.
The map has a lot of range.
You can always put
I've been
earplugs
asked,
and stuff
like,
like that.
repeatedly if like
You
people
guys
can.
have problems.
I've had
Blackstone-
people say like,
Blackstone
"Oh,
has
I heard
problems.
somebody
Hey,
talking
what's
like
up?
3 floors above me. I hear that," and I was just like,
I tend to ignore anything unless I'm talking directly to someone. I ignore it. I also might use the
For me, it's like
earmuffs.
closed-
You know,
Yeah, I heard that.
Bear
Sounds
Owl's
For me, it's like
loaded.
closed door.
Yeah, that show
I don't
is
hear a
fire.
damn thing.
I ignore a lot of shit, but as soon as I hear Eevee, my spider sense are tingling.
Like his hand exploded. Like, damn, bro.
You lied. You haven't known Evie for that long. You literally know him for like just a few fucking months.
No.
Oh yeah.
So cool. So
You actually knew her longer?
Um,
I'm pretty sure I saw you just met. Hello, sorry.
Also, I'll come next next time you have the
Next,
Blitz.
so I
you
won't be
can
there
also-
Monday. I'll be there Wednesday. So you're gonna have to wait a whole week.
Oh, you fixed
Alright,
it?
so alright, that's
Oh
fine.
yeah, I fixed
Mhm.
Because you told me you're gonna introduce me to that other person.
That depends if they show up. I'm not too sure. I think it might be a bit too busy. I'm not too sure though. We'll have to see.
Alright. I think Akira could probably tell me in character when they're there.
Yeah,
So I
sure.
can set up
When,
another.
when who was there?
Oriana,
when
played by
they-
Remy. Remy the Siren.
This is what I
Oh.
wanted for Renee, by the way.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted for Renee. A fucking
Plank
Renee
woman.
bunch.
Yeah,
She-
I could probably
I'm
just like
giving it
have
away
you
to
like
anyone other than me because I
probably just have like.
And she didn't want to say to Ophelia that Eevee has a death by her now. Because she got imprisoned.
Oh, what? Sorry? A debt. Evie.
She's in debt by
Evie's in debt to Beatrix.
I have two favors.
So that's what that was for you getting in prison, Blackstone.
Well, but I went to Corvus, I asked him nicely, and I kicked Chip into the ball.
And then I heard you got beat up.
And I was just laying in the cell, did nothing, and then the Lord Protector came and worked to me, called all of our kind, all of the Vix and filth, and beat me up.
He's got fucking anger issues.
To be honest, and
And you're telling me not to bully him as
Wanna know
Hades.
something funny? After that, we had a whole conversation, afterwards because Chip went
Oh, Chip nearly lost it, bro. Chip was gonna freaking go
Chip
like.
nearly fucking.
Chip
Talking about
lost
Hades,
Berg, bro.
just so you know, we gave him like this. I don't think you were there for the stone.
Okay, I played Hades once.
Have you been there for the stone?
I played Hades once.
I played Hell twice now. After you played Hades, I think.
You literally have been called. You have not been asking me to do anything. You have not been messaging me. Like, what the
I
fuck?
will not ask you at 7 p.m. because I know for a fact that you're still asleep at 7 p.m. Sweetheart.
Okay, yeah, true. But you can always ask me to come afterwards. You can tell me the day. If you tell me the day before or the day before that, I will literally try to make time. I will try to. I won't make a promise that I can make it, but I'll at least try to. By the way, I really like Beatrix. She is so cute. Her face is really, really nice. She's a bitch. I'm kidding.
She was so depressed the whole day.
We talk bad about Evelyn. I'm pretty sure you misheard conversations.
No, that was not about Evelyn. That was not about Evelyn.
Why were you depressed?
Because she has past experience what she just experienced in Blackstone. Being in a cell and get beaten up by people.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, next week I'm locking her in the cell and beating her up myself. I'm kidding.
Oh Jesus!
I wouldn't do that. Ophelia's not doing that.
You guys go look for him. I'm gonna go deal with Wayne.
You should just tell. You should just give your very stern
How old is
talking to.
Ophelia? Like,
She
how
is.
how Cass DM'd what?
Ophelia,
How old is Ophelia?
Ophelia
Like,
is.
how Cass DM'd what she just has on power? She must
Okay.
be like thousands of years old.
No, okay, I don't know where Kaz came with that. I don't know where Kaz came with that. So, she is 464 years of age. She is basically 5 years younger.
She's younger than Beatrix.
Yes, I know, and this is the problem I had. If you're gonna have age basically be a way of power level, it's like two people are basically stronger than her. Violet and you are stronger than Ophelia, and it gives her no teeth. Like Ophelia has no teeth as it is, so I'm trying to find ways to give her teeth. And basically, the thing that she wears, this like skeletal bones thing, is an artifact. So he's probably alluding to the artifact being on her person. She's very strong with this artifact on her, which is basically where a lot of her magic comes from. Because basically, Ophelia is not a combatant. She's a mage. She can cast magic, but I already have like 4 or 5 abilities which I've already taken up with utility-based things. Because she's a healer. And if I were to give her like powerful spells and magic, I would literally use all 5 of those slots on magic alone just to be combat able because she has no weapon. So I had to make this like thing where she has this artifact which gives her this ability to fight. Otherwise she's not going to have anything. The only spell she has, the only offensive spell she has is a Sanguinate, which is basically just meant to be a more beefed up blood drain. Basically, a Sanguinate, it works the same as Blood Drain. It still takes the same amount of time, but she basically gets more blood and is much more efficient, which is meant to fuel her armor, like this harness type thing, because it spawns a blood orb, and basically the blood orb will spawn above her, and the blood will collect there. And then I have a thing set up that when I hit a certain amount of blood points, I can use those blood points to spend abilities. I have this like whole game system implemented for it. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I want to do it. Because she's going to have like blood sprays that can she shoot out, she can get blood armor and you know, stuff like that.
I can also get blood armor.
not quite the same, but that's cute. Yeah,
I wasn't about to kill her.
When Kaz explained how powerful she was, I was a bit like, Kaz, what the fuck? But okay, canonically, how long has Beatrix known Evelyn for? Because I thought she only known her for like
probably a few years.
A few years? Really? What the fuck? Because when you did the whole story thing, I thought it was just like Evelyn just came out of nowhere and just like Beatrix was like, yeah, I'm friends with him, and it's just like, oh, we've only been friends for like a few months, not like a few years. I still beat you though. I know I've known her since I was 5.
As Leon, but I can also go as this guy
because her father used to talk about Evelyn all the time and talk about how she's one of like Zach's playthings. Because obviously, yeah, there's lore stuff involved which I can't mention. So, otherwise I would mention it.
I mean, I just power gamed. I'm sorry.
What?
The abandoned child. How dare you to talk about?
Okay, she's not abandoned. She's not abandoned. She was just cast away because because basically she lived a prestigious life, right? I guess you could say she's a spoilt child, right? And the father was like, you know, go over and do something, be useful. And so she was like, okay, I'm gonna be useful then. And now she's like, she's this. For the first like 100 years, she probably was just like, you know, a spoiled brat. But the last 350 years, she's just built herself up to this point she is in that moment. So she has gone through the struggle.
No. She just built herself up to suck a cock off a guy named Sebastian. Probably.
No, because she didn't suck Sebastian's cock for the place. She basically bargained with the Blooded to get what she wanted. Sebastian was like the attachment that basically came with it, right? Because normally with the Blooded, is always attached to it, right? You make a deal with the Blooded, and the Blooded kind of goes, yeah, sure, you get this thing. And all of a sudden, it's like, Sebastian's like, I own this place. It's like, but I made the deal. This is my place. It's like, no, you can work here. You own this place, but the Blooded own this place. And I am part of the Blooded. I'm a Blooded Lord. So fuck you. And it's just like, oh, great. Like, she didn't like Sebastian, but she was willing to, you know, bow her head because of how, you know, hierarchy works in vampire shit. You cutie.
Gave me the model so I could fix the legs on this, on the like in
Little button nose and little nice lips and eyes. I don't know. It's the face just looks so nice. Like it's not.
Nice, yeah.
It's just, it's like young and innocent, but not like not childlike, like not like teenager. You look like a young 20-year-old, but you look nice and innocent and it's like you just want to squish their cheeks, you know. The little blip. I just realized that's Yuna's face.
Wait, can I fix it? I have to fix that in Blender or Unity?
No, you just upload it in.
Yuna's face?
From Gang. That I'm pretty sure it's Yuna's face.
I mean, could be. The model is like.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I just realized it's not.
It's an animation.
Because Yuna's face is a lot more cartoony. It's how you did the blep, so I was like, is the blep, like the blep something like, yeah. Cause that blep kind of, the face as well as the tongue coming out is very similar to what Yuna does. And I was like, wait, that reminds you of Yuna, but it's not. It's not Yuna's face.
I'm getting a new outfit for her, by the way. I'm just.
Oh,
Just
good
takes
lord.
a while.
Yeah, you know, I know how that feels. Like, I want to get a combat model for Ophelia, but that's just gonna take fucking forever.
Finally gonna wear shoes.
Yeah,
Shoot.
have a good one. I am going to eat now.
See you, Kreskin.
So how much
Good
of the,
RP,
how much
everyone.
of the
I'll see you in gang RP.
Like,
Oh
Yeah.
shit, we're doing with that.
Are you
Okay.
just listening for the parts that involved Evelyn?
Oh, when is,
Yeah.
when is she gonna be able to shoot like
Fucking
beams?
take my
Things,
stuff.
but it's
Oh, I
6
don't
a.m.
have
I can't really
that.
tell anymore.
I have.
Wait, you can use magic
so
now?
good sound.
Yeah, it's magic. It's a Magitech stuff, so it's
As-
not actually magic, but it's yeah.
We're going.
That's the shit. If
No,
I can't
no.
like
We're
solve
slowly
the
going into
cast
magic
Honestly,
tech.
if Urs
instantly
saw this, he
after
would
it
be so
because he would
happy
tell
to see stuff this.
Anyways,
Yeah,
have a good
it's
one.
so cool.
every technomancer
Necromancer.
TV.
Because Urs deals with
But the
magic.
fact that it is 6
Oh really?
a.m. for
Wow.
me,
Well, I would
have
never go.
forgotten
I would never go
anything
to
every
Thingamajig
single
if that's the problem. So
Probably.
it's
Yeah, I
Blackstone.
So basically,
Should be
all
able
she
to-
knows
I-
is that. So all she knows is that like they were trash talking
But
her.
still, I
that's-
love
That's
that.
it.
Okay, now I definitely need to
should be able
catch
to
up
summon
with,
snowmen.
so I know how you got that.
Large snowman.
She got it from Kishin Tower. It was
can
originally
summon
just
kill.
a blade of
No, I know, but I mean, I need to know
Ah,
how
yeah.
you got it to
Kill.
be like
Summon kill.
working now.
Oh, because of this.
That's how we need-
I got the chalice,
I love
and the
this
chalice
whole
is basically
thing
what
there.
fuels it.
How-
You and Janice are
How,
just having
how,
like this
how
nice
long has it been so
conversation.
to catch up?
Like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't.
I've had this
saw the
for-
reason
so it's
to
only
also
recent.
run to these
Alright,
fucking
I'm
savages.
searching.
I took, wait, I took a
If you wanna
picture
know
when-
what the VOD
going
is
back
called,
to
the
when you were
VOD's
talking
called I
about
think
hands or
Coronation.
something. I forgot what it was. I forgot what you were talking
Coronation,
about.
got it.
Oh yeah.
Because you
I
looked
was
at
saying
Samantha, I think, because Samantha was with you. Yeah, she looks at
I was talking
Samantha,
about
she was
throwing
talking about
hands or
something.
something.
Yeah, I think you noticed.
I was talking about
I am
throwing
Yeah, she's
hands.
like, oh, you're good at
Yeah, you
throwing
can just
hands.
throw- Yeah, you're
Fine,
good at
yeah.
throwing hands.
'Cause I need to-
Oh yeah, it
She's like,
was
"Oh, that's
against
true."
the golem, against the fucking holy golem that literally you can't touch because it hurts.
Alright, let's see here.
Just get gloves. Just punch it with gloves.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah. You're good at throwing hands, so I was like, yeah. Started laughing.
I was just like, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but most of the
I'm
things
gonna
in
go
our
head
armor
off.
here are
I
armored
need
with
to
silver,
go
so-
eat because I'm starving. Like my stomach hurts so much. Right.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Eat.
Bikini. Bye bye. Yeah. Thank you for
This
everyone
is
who
all
stopped.
was in Blackstone cell, by the way.
Like a true whore. I'm kidding.
I was just.
Right. Giga Chad Ophelia. Yeah, she kind of like Ophelia kind of popped off at Beatrix then. Because then blamed for other problems. Yeah, apparently I don't know what I said. I don't think I did anything bad. As you know, Ophelia. I don't think I said anything bad about Evelyn. I think it was just she just heard Evelyn half-blood bad. Ooh. I think that was one of Beatrix's false visions. Maybe. Yaz had a bird of the same feather flock together with Beatrix. I'm abandoned. I could have touched it. Yeah, you could have, but you weren't there. So, you know. And you're not abandoned. You just chose to run, didn't you? You just chose to, you know, not participate in the House of Soul stuff anymore. I'm so happy with this. Aside from like playing this a lot, it's just, you know, I spent a lot of time doing it. It's just like it's so good. I'm waiting for the moment where I can unleash it again. But yes, I'm going to go and eat and whatnot. So you know what time it is? Talking about, you know, my self plugins and everything else. So, Sword looks so cool with the effects. Yeah, it's like for me, the morphing and the sound effects is like, you know. Oh, you mean you end up mother kind of banding? Yeah, I can understand that. Like for me, the thing that does it is like the unfolding. When the blade unfolds, it's just like, this is so good. But yeah, so yeah, plugin time. So, join call after, by the way. Sure, yeah. But yeah, I hope you sorry. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you like what you saw here today, consider giving me a follow. I would appreciate it. It helps me out. But also, more importantly, and this is the most important thing, it notifies you whenever I go live. So if you like what you saw here today, you know, you'll probably get more. You'll get a notification when you can watch some more. Because, you know, I like to assume, I like to hope that I'm entertaining enough to, you know, have you guys come back. If you really, really, really like what you saw today and you are financially stable, this is the most important thing as well, financially stable, consider giving me a subscription. It's not necessary. Does it help me? Yes, it helps me buy some, like, you know, model shit, but it's 100% not necessary. You being here, giving me your time of day, you know, just watching and enjoying it is enough for me. That is, you know, all I could ever ask for. Same goes for if you follow me on Twitter. I do have a Twitter. You are notified whenever I go live on Twitter, but it's non-safe for work, so please, no minors. I do not want to have, you know, people which are under the age see me post lewd things, well, like lewd things because I'm an adult. I also have a Discord in my about on Twitch, which you can join. You can have discussions about role plays, and you actually need to make one for the Vixen, so we can have discussions there. Also context as well for like gang stuff, or even maybe Vixen, which I probably also need to do the same as well. Share clips, share music, share art, share photos, you know, all that kind of stuff. Just like a nice hub or community for people to go and just do things. But that is it for me today. I will see you guys on Friday for more gang stuff. I really do hope you enjoyed it, what happened today, and you know, viewing experience. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you Friday. Take care, everyone. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Goodbye.